And I had written a full album, and I was like, here we go, let's just go in the studio and do it. And then COVID hit, and they were like, no, we're good. So I said, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that's when we released Hungry and Dangerous, the single. And then Matt and I were like, all right, well, COVID's not going to stop us. And he's like, let's go ahead and go make this happen. So we tracked the entire record over the summer of 2020 and during the peak of COVID. And then we completed it in 2021. Basically, we had 2 singles come out, which was Hungry and Dangerous and Insomniacs.
Right.
And Insomniacs caught wind of a European record label called Dioptima Records. And they were doing distribution through a bigger label called Rock Shots, which is pretty well known over in Europe. And they basically wanted to put the album out. And they're like, well, how far do you want to go with this? I'm like, I want this record, if possible, and it's going to sound crazy in 2025, but I was like, I want these in stores everywhere. I'm like, if you guys are as big as you say you are, I want this literally where I walk down to McKay's or Great Escape or Grimey's or whatever, and I want to walk in there and be able to actually buy my own album. And I'll never forget it to this day. That album came out in 2022, July of 2022. I remember driving down to West Nashville, going to the Great Escape, and I'm like, I'm here for one thing only, for my album. And I walked up and I found it in there, and I was like, oh my God, this is the moment. So I walked up and bought the album and everything, and I was like, this is what it feels like. This is it.